Hey, my Liptons. So I know I'm a few, like always, I'm a few days late, but I had to give my review, my reaction to, like, honestly, uh, man, I don't know what kind, and I know I say this every single time, but I genuinely do not know what kind of boss Tony Khan is. Like, I do not know. Someone needs to figure this out. Someone needs to figure this out and figure out what kind of like, I just don't know with Tony Khan. I just don't know. And to me, it's kind of like, why would you do this? Why would you? And I know, people, there's going to be a few AEW fans that are going to be like, oh, there's an AEW hate train and you're just joining onto the hate train right now. But to me, here's the thing. I just don't see the benefit of releasing that footage. Like, I'm genuinely trying to figure it out because, like, not only just within my thoughts, I also had to go look at other people and what other people had to say because I want to see the bright side to this. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see the bright side as to why um this footage from All in London was revealed. Like, what benefit does AEW get out of it? I know that Tony Khan, I saw an article, like, he was basically, after this footage was played, after the show ended, he was gloating, talking about, oh, there was like 17, I don't know, something, 17% increase in ratings or something like that. I don't know. There was that. And then they were like, okay, well, maybe this is a way to introduce Jack Perry back in. But I'm like, okay, but what does that do? Because in the video, Jack was shoved and choked in the video. It's like he got no licks in. So to me, it's like, but doesn't that bury Jack? And then on top of that, it's like, okay, like, of course, like, the only bright, I think Tony Khan was hoping that people look at CM Punk a different way because CM Punk was the one that put his hands on Jack Perry first, which is true. you know, CM Punk did put his hands on Jack Perry first. That's clear as day. That's what was shown on the video. There's that. And I'm gonna just say this before I even go forward. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. Period. Period. Unless it's scripted, unless it's for the ring, unless it's wrestling. Once we come out of that ring, we're behind the scenes, with whatever. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. Period. Okay, so I can see. I'm gonna give the devil's, do the devil's advocate for that part. Like, yes, was CM Punk wrong to put his hands on Jack Perry? Yes, I understand that, and he shouldn't have put his hands on him. But at the same time, CM Punk. Now, to me, honestly, Tony Khan is really looking like the liar here. To me, personally, from what I'm saying, because now when I look back at the Ariel Helwani interview that CM Punk did, CM Punk was like, listen, I didn't punch anybody. I just, pushed and shoved, which was true. That's what we saw on the footage. And then I turned to Tony Khan and I said, listen, you're a clown, and I quit. And obviously from the footage, it did look like Tony Khan was like behind the desk. And of course, I think maybe Tony Khan felt like he came, he probably approached him too aggressively. But at the end of the day, there are people holding Punk back. So I'm just like, okay, but where's the part where he lunged at you? You know what I mean? Because you claiming that CM Punk lunged at you. So that means CM Punk should have went flying over there at you, Tony. So to me, it's looking like, one, CM Punk was like, that whole scene that CM Punk narrated in the Ariel Helwani interview was correct. And CM Punk was also correct in the fact that, like, he never attacked Tony Khan. He never put his hands on Tony Khan. And Tony Khan came out here looking like the liar. Tony Khan is a liar. And the thing is, I could understand if you say that you fired him for a cause, like for him causing a fight with Jack Perry. That's one thing. But it's another thing to also claim that this man put his hands on you when he didn't. When the footage showed that he clearly did not put his hands on you. He just screamed at you and went on with his business. So to me, Tony Khan is a liar. This footage did absolutely nothing for him. He's a clown, but we been knew that. And to me, Tony Khan is just, he wants to be liked so badly. He wants to be one of the boys so badly. At this point, Tony, you might as well become an on-air character for the AEW talent. Like, step down as the CEO of the company or whatever you are in the company and become on it, because that's what you want to be. You want to be one of the boys. You want to be one of the boys. So honestly, truly, you need to step down from what you're doing. We've been telling you that, but this footage did absolutely, and the whole thing just seems so petty. It seems such a like an emotional reaction, because it's like that Ariel Helwani interview bothered you so much to the point where you had to pull footage from, how long ago was that All In thing in London? That was like a couple of months ago, if not last year. It's like you had to pull that from how long ago to prove that, okay, CM Punk is the villain. The only thing really that came to say, yeah, he did put his hands first on Jack Perry, which you shouldn't have. But other than that, one, this made Jack, and I wish I had Jack Perry's picture here, because y'all know me, I dragged the shit out of him before on my channel. But one, this makes Jack Perry look weak. It makes him look like a pussy. It makes him look, Jack Perry got buried. Really, he got buried, and this did absolutely nothing for AEW. The only reason why people tuned in is because they wanted to see that footage. After that, those same people are leaving. I don't know why he's all gloating, and clearly this some form of like cheap heat thing that Tony Khan did, and this did absolutely nothing for him. The internet right now, I mean, because Tony Khan loves the internet, child. He loves what the internet says. Right now, everybody from YouTube to Twitter, everywhere, they're dragging him. The young bucks are corny to me. They're just corny. They're just corny, and you can tell that they're still highly upset, pissed off, and it also makes me think that CM Punk was also right that, those folks, especially like the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega and all them, didn't really want him there to begin with. It makes it more believable to me, because it's like the fact that the Young Bucks were the ones to announce that, and they try to put it in with their it was corny. It was corny. It was corny. It was corny to me. And it's like, if the Young Bucks if they can bring their mouths on a situation that had nothing to do with them when it comes to this Jack Perry situation, they should be able to break those NDAs that happened at Brawlout. And let's discuss that. Since y'all want to put your noses into this, which y'all guys had nothing to do with, y'all need to be able to also discuss what happened in Brawlout. The Young Bucks are corny to me. They don't look like, that's the thing too. None of these hoes look like superstars. None of them. And I know I'm kind of drifting off. The Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Jack Perry, none of them look like stars. They all look like indie, regular, schmegular guys on the street. If I were to pass by them on the street and I said see them, I wouldn't even care too much about it, because that's how regular they look. These people are not stars. These people are not stars. So to me, they're corny. Tony Khan has gassed these people up to make it seem as if they're the greatest, wrestlers in the world, even though they look nothing. They don't look like wrestlers. They don't look like a Bruno Sammartino. They don't look like an Andre the Giant. They don't look like a Hulk Hogan. They don't look like a Macho Man Randy Savage. They don't look like, these people are regular petty guys on the street that they got plucked out of nowhere, put into a wrestling ring, and we're supposed to buy into their hype. It's not gonna happen, not on my watch. This is why I don't tune into the shows, and this is across the board. I don't tune into these shows. I don't tune in, because it's like, and I just watch some YouTube clips here and there, because it's like, I'm not gonna waste my time watching like some regular schmojo on the street, on my television screen. No, I want to see stars. The Young Bucks don't give me stars. Jack Perry don't give me star. Kenny Omega doesn't give me star. Tony Khan, you don't look like a star. Because clearly you want to be a star. You want to be one of the boys. So to me, Tony Khan, along with his circus of clowns, can get the hell out of my face. Okay? This made him look bad. Tony Khan is a liar. Now, I'm willing to believe most, if not all, of what CM Punk had to say in that Ariel Helwani interview. Because it validated CM Punk. And you know what else? What is also another thing? To me, this also... It's crazy because when CM Punk left WWE for the very first time when he got fired, CM Punk was a martyr for like the past few years after that. You know, there was CM Punk chants and, you know, the fans kept hijacking, you know, the WWE shows with the CM Punk chants and so forth. And, you know, he became a martyr. And then when he went to AEW and all these problems started happening, I even said it on this channel. I said it on my Wrestling Talk playlist on those videos. I said, you know, CM Punk has, you know, started off as a martyr, but now he's becoming a pariah now in the wrestling business, because now it's like, okay, you have issues in WWE and now you have issues in AEW, and that you're looking like the common denominator in these situations. But now it seems like, I don't know how CM Punk was able to do it, but he did it. Now CM Punk has went from martyr, pariah, back to martyr. Because now, and it's because AEW has made him that way. They made CM Punk look like the anti-hero, the good guy, in a way. And now, while AEW looks like the villains. There was a point in time where people felt bad for Tony Khan. There's people that didn't like Tony Khan that felt bad because they felt like, you know, Tony's a nice guy, so forth, so he can't do these things. But now Tony knows exactly what he's doing. I think Tony Khan genuinely thinks that these things don't make his company look bad. He's too much in his head. He's buying into his own hype. He's buying into what the Young Bucks and the Kenny Omegas are saying, and the Jack Perrys. And it's a mess. It's a mess. Really, CM Punk went from martyr to pariah, and then back to martyr again due to the work of AEW. Now everybody loves CM Punk all over again. And really, Tony Khan, will this company ever change? Will this company ever change? Because it's like, you know, I know people want to compare this, you know, and I know I don't like when y'all do that, because it's like y'all like to compare AEW to WCW, and, you know, at first WCW wasn't as successful because Ted Turner, but then when he brought in Eric Bischoff and those folks to sort of take over, that's when it started to pick up a little bit. I don't know. It's like Ted Turner also took a back seat. Like, Ted Turner wasn't on screen. He wasn't front row and center when it came to WCW. Like, he wasn't front row and center when it came to doing scrums. So it's like, I don't even think that Tony Khan is even at the level of a Ted Turner mentally. Like, if we're talking about mentality wise and maturity wise, he's not even there when it comes to a Ted Turner. So to me, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't know where I see AEW 10 years from now. You know, even 5 years from now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it's like the future looks very bleak for AEW. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I don't really see this changing. I don't really see much changing unless Tony Khan's father is saying, hey, we're burning money here. You need to figure something out. Bring some new folks in to get these ratings up so we can get these TV deals, so we can get merchandise sales running through the roof. Something needs to happen. But right now, the way Tony Khan is going, the company is going down the ground. And of course, Tony Khan is going to keep pumping money into AEW. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you keep pumping money, you're losing a lot of money too, because the ratings are not going up. The merch is not selling. I heard that the ticket sales are not even selling like that. So it's like, Tony, something needs to happen here. Something needs to happen. And it's really funny and ironic because it's like, When Tony Khan first came onto the scene, he was very cocky, very, oh my God, Nick Khan, oh my God, Vince McMahon. And it's like, talk all that stuff. You better be successful. You better be successful because the wrestling business is a business full of sharks and they will eat you alive, period. So it's very interesting what has occurred. I did see Kenny Omega did comment on CM Punk. Let me see if I can find that article. I don't know. To me, Kenny Omega seems like the type that wants to move on. Let me see what this is about before I end this video. AEW Kenny Omega gets candid about rollout feelings on CM Punk and his status as an EVP, even though you shouldn't be an EVP, but whatever. CM Punk altercations with AEW stars Jack Perry and the Elite. Okay, let's just get to the quotes. Let's just get to the point. It says here he was on a Twitch stream. I thought my duty as an EVP during Brawlout would be to enter the situation while there was chaos, de-escalate it, and create a peaceful environment for everyone, he said, noting that he was at least able to get Larry, Punk's dog, out of the melee of nothing else. Unfortunately, try as I may, things were too chaotic for me to be able to do anything by my own power. I also thought of myself as a liability because I just played a lot of contact sports, and I've gotten into jiu-jitsu and boxing and mixed martial arts. When you're in an environment like that, sometimes emotions get the best of you and people will want to throw hands. I am unfortunately or fortunately a believer of it. I'm actually a believer of fighting. I am a believer. And that sounds terrible to say, which is why, like, don't make me an EVP in 2024. First of all, you shouldn't even be. This is why I say Tony Khan is just a horrible boss. Why is active talent an EVP in the first place? In the first place. The fact that Kenny Omega says that he shouldn't be an EVP in 2024, you should have never been an EVP to begin with. We can't do that stuff anymore. I just feel like sometimes that's how you have to settle things. Omega also noted that he hasn't had power within AEW for more than 4 years and considers himself a terrible EVP. No shit, Sherlock. Undeserving of the title. Kenny Omega opens up about the relationship with CM Punk. Omega admitted that there have been a number of times he felt that a physical altercation would have been the only way forward when dealing with someone, but cooler heads prevailed and they were able to become better friends through it with a higher degree of respect. He thinks in a contained scenario, a little tussle can be conducive for a positive work environment, but that's exactly why he feels he shouldn't have any authority on the matter. Omega further revealed that he and Punk share no further bad blood, at least from his side of things. He even thinks they may have been able to talk things through if it wasn't for another factor, which I think is the Young Bucks. Personally, for me, I think the Young Bucks, the Young Bucks is like, listen, we're gonna be enemies for life. It is what it is. It must be, it's just mutual respect. He said his status with Punk, confirming that they had reached out to one another. We were never bad, honestly. If it wasn't for a complete other factor, we would have been able to talk on the night of Brawl Out. There's no issue between him and I, as far as I know. I don't want to seem standoffish or secretive about what happened. Yes, there's legalities and all that stuff. But even if there wasn't, I'm actually not a huge fan of pulling back the curtain on stuff that doesn't need to be public. Well, Kenny, I don't know what to tell you, but Tony Khan clearly enjoys that. Punk since return, okay. Here's my thing. This is so stupid. To me, it's like, bro, wrestlers fight all the time. It's like when you hear, there's been worse of fights that we've heard in WWE. Like, if you think about it, like throughout the years of what has happened, Bret Hart punching Vince McMahon in the face, black eye. So many, like, Booker T, Batista, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle. Like, there have been real fights. People have been busting it. Real fights that have happened behind the scenes. But I think, I'm just talking about Vince McMahon, the boss. I'm not talking about Vince McMahon, you know, the way Vince McMahon handles things. He handles it as okay, handle it in the back, get y'all licks out, and we're moving forward from this. Or he will put it out in storyline like he did with Matt Hardy and Edge. Okay, this is what y'all want to do. Y'all got beef. Y'all going through this. Okay, we're gonna make some money off of this because I'm not gonna have y'all, doing all this behind the scenes and airing me out on the internet and not letting me make money off of it. So to me, as a businessman, Vince McMahon knows how to handle these type of situations. With Tony Khan, it's like you're dealing with a completely different kind of person. It's like Tony Khan is a boss in name only. I just, to me, this is also stupid. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks should have never been EVPs to begin with. They were active. If you're an active talent, if you're a wrestler, you should not have a high position in office. Period. Period. Why are you there? It's like, it's so stupid. And to me, this is not gonna go away anytime soon, unfortunately. And quite frankly, a little bit of me is kind of tired of reporting on this because I think that everyone is just holding some form of pettiness and immaturity, and they need to let this go eventually because y'all clearly didn't make no money off of it. Y'all didn't put it on storyline or anything like that. Y'all didn't put it on wax. So what's the point of me continuing to invest in it if y'all not only for the internet's favor? Y'all could have done this. Y'all could have been selling tickets, helping AEW with those ticket sales, helping putting in storyline. Let's make some moves. But no, Tony Khan just had to put NDAs and all these extra stuff on these wrestlers. Now is only for the internet's entertainment. At the end of the day, we're gonna be making the content over here. We're gonna be making our money over here, capitalizing, monetizing off of this content while AEW is over there struggling for ticket sales. It is what it is. But anyway, y'all, please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Tell me how you guys feel about this whole situation. This is a mess. Tony Khan is a liar. Period. Point blank. How you guys feel about this footage? How you guys feel about Tony Khan as a boss? How you guys feel about Kenny Omega's comments? cmpunk. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 900 subscribers. The goal is to get up to 1,000. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.